morning. Good morning, Chair. Okay, good morning, Chair Huffman and Vice Chair Hinojosa and Senate Finance Committee members. Thank you for your time and service to the citizens of Texas. My name is Dr. David Yu. I'm the presiding officer of the Texas State Dental Board. I appreciate the good work my agency has been fulfilling its mission to protect the public and support oral health in Texas. Since the last legislative session, the board has been busy with a new anesthesia for local anesthesia rule for dental hygienists, thanks to HB 3824, which truly is an exciting update for the dental community, which also helps access to care. By all measures, our agency has been exceeding all metrics in performance and efficiency, despite a significant surge in the number of dental professionals seeking licensure in Texas. I mean, who doesn't want to live in Texas? Come on. So we've seen an 8% increase in dentists and hygienists, as well as a 13% increase in dental assistants, which is double the national average. While fantastic for access to care for Texas, the increase has unfortunately taken a huge toll on our licensing and investigations divisions. For instance, we only have 9 FTEs to audit over 82,000 active licenses. That's over 9,000 licensees per licensing staff. To me, the first line of defense is licensing, which we're in dire need. Along with the increase in licensure applications, we've also seen a 70% rise in complaints. Despite the uptick, we've achieved a remarkable 98% case completion rate within 75 days. As hard and as overwhelmed as the work is, they're not being compensated accordingly. Staff salaries are 38% below the market average. 641 enforcement cases are worked by only 3 staff attorneys. The discrepancy in compensation, particularly in comparison with other Article 8 agencies, create a significant challenge. When we experience staff turnover, we not only lose institutional knowledge, but we also incur expenses and expend a lot of resources training these new employees. Our organization has unfortunately gained the reputation of being a stepping stone to move on to other agencies simply because of the pay, not because of happiness. With overwhelming workload and comparatively low pay, why does our staff stay? Under our executive director, her leadership, the moral boosting leadership she has, the dental board has been transformed into a collaborative, high-performing workplace. If the board and staff agree that she should be rewarded for her efforts and as a crucial factor in the board's achievements, and we cannot afford to lose her. In order for our board to provide the highest level of customer service, we must maintain our board staff, and we're asking for an increase that will cover the cost of living and inflation so that we can retain them. And even with our ask, which is modest in comparison, it's still below the market average for their positions, which makes it impossible to compete with other agencies. It's a start, and it's time that well-run agencies are rewarded. And thank you for your consideration, and thank you for allowing me to address the committee. At this time, our executive director, Ms. Casey Nichols, will now provide further details on our exceptional items.
We all are actually out of time, so you can just state them quickly, and then because we have to go to the floor. Yeah, you had 5 minutes. So.
Sure. Great. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Yu, and thank you, committee members. I'll be very brief. The 10% salary increase for all eligible employees would help the agency with its goals to provide competitive compensation, retain talent, reduce turnover, and minimize agency disruption. We are extremely grateful for the 10% that was allotted the last legislative session. Our second request is for the funding for 3 additional license and permit specialists. Our licensing division is the first line of communication for our applicants, stakeholders, and licensees. We work together to divide and conquer all communication that the agency receives and often have to pull in anesthesia inspectors during our busy graduation season to meet the needs of our licensees. As the licensee population grows in Texas, the agency's responsibilities grow as well. The agency respectfully requests $219,000, which would include both the salary and equipment for 3 additional licensing staff. Our third request is for 1 license and permit specialist to conduct the statutorily required permit background checks for the National Practitioner Database. So like many other agencies, we are required by statute to perform those reviews, and the MPDB queries assist us in our mission to protect the public. We conduct approximately 40,000 background checks per year. Our fourth request is for an additional staff attorney position. We're funding for the position. Our legal division, like many other agencies, has experienced significant turnover, mostly due to our salary range. We often hire young attorneys who gain valuable experience and then move on to much bigger agencies with better pay. The division does have a backlog of enforcement cases, which include filing complex litigation at the State Office of Administrative Hearing. So we respectfully request $92,800 per fiscal year for an Attorney 3 position, funding that position. And lastly, the agency does request an adjustment to the executive director's salary, as Dr. Yu stated. We're currently in the ED position is currently in Group 3, and we're requesting an upgrade to Group 4 at a cost of $29,821 per fiscal year. That completes our budgetary requests. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. You don't have any questions?